Carla Gonzalez. Carla Gonzalez is a queer, undocumented activist born in Puebla, Mexico, and living in San Francisco. Today, she brings a drawing by her best friend, Stacy Lopez, that says, Chinga la amiga, in remembrance of the lives lost at the borders, and to say, fuck ICE, fuck the IDF, and fuck the police.
When you ask me where I'm from, I'll avoid your eyes. I'll tell you that I was born in Mexico, that I was 3 or 4 when I arrived. You ask if I go back often, and I'll lie and say, no, not really. And you'll ask me what it's like. You mean well, you really do, but I have a hard time answering you with the truth. Because what I know about where I'm from, I learned from handwritten letters, and pictures and postcards and fragments of memories, and sometimes I wonder if they even belong to me. So what I'll tell you about my homeland comes secondhand, through the eyes of relatives that can easily go back. The ones who bring back suitcases stuffed with stale empanadas and my favorite candy. And they bring stories of vendors on streets, and cousins racing their motorcycles up and down cobblestone alleys, and skies loud with thunder, and nights that rain with shooting stars. You'll ask if I'm close to my family, and I'll tell you that it's complicated, a term you understand. It won't warrant further questions, and your curiosity will be placated. I won't mention that I've only met my birth mother and father and brother and sisters through years of long-distance calls, because if you ask me if I'm close to them, I'll feel ashamed to tell you that even after all this time, I don't know them at all. When you ask me when I'll go back to visit, I shrug. Who knows, maybe someday soon. But by then, my eyes will start to water, because when I think of where I come from, I think of how I can't return. Without losing what I've come to know, and sacrificing the life I've built here, and leaving the friends that I adore. You might begin to wonder why I sound so detached, or you notice that I can get real quiet. It might seem like I don't care, and you sense that I've pulled back. But I won't tell you that when I sleep, I dream of where I come from, and I dream of who I'd see. If these walls were never built, and if we could all be free. Maybe I'd see the madrinas who once cradled me to sleep, or my grandmother who held my tiny hands when we were crossing. Maybe I would see my uncle's youngest brother, who disappeared at the border when he was in his 20s. Maybe if I told you all of this, you'd understand the sorrow that I carry, along with all my anger and my rage, and maybe you'd realize that it's actually your neutrality that's hideously out of place. You'd feel how my heart is filled with grief, how it overflows with the pain of separation from death, loss, and deportation. You know the lump in my throat holds all the final goodbyes that I never got to say because I never knew I would need to. You'd understand how my silence is the thing that helps me cope. So today I'll tell you that I dream of my bare feet in soil, of hearing my great-grandfather's booming laugh, the one my mama Mina likes to remember when she tells me about her past. I know her heart is also split in half. I dream of sitting in the shade, my back against a fruit tree, or maybe in the sun with my fingers stained purple-red from picking plums. I long to be with everyone I've lost, with everyone I love, where our hopes and dreams remain intact in the place where I come from.